my name is Jamie Rue and it's the 5th day of Camp NaNoWriMo. Okay, so I did not make a video yesterday. Sorry about that. I was busy with 4th of July stuff. I have written 8,251 words since July 1st, and that's under my word goal for today by a lot, so I should get writing as soon as I'm done with this video. I'm going to talk to you today about developing character voices because I have a little bit of a problem with this. All of my characters are kind of snarky and they're kind of sarcastic and annoyed with authority, and that's kind of it. That's not all of it, but like all of my characters kind of have this similar feeling to them when they talk. They're all making just like witty jokes randomly, and they're not even that witty because I'm not a witty person. I don't actually know how to solve this problem for myself, but there are some things that I try to keep in mind. What you really want out of your characters is to evoke an emotion out of a person, and so you should make your characters interesting. That's like step number 1. Even if they're kind of similar, you want them to all capture your attention. In Harry Potter, I hate Ron Weasley. I don't hate him, I shouldn't say that. I dislike his character the most. I'm still fond of him as a character, but there are just some times where I'm like, alright, you need to back up, and that's an emotion, and Ron Weasley gets me really mad, and that's a good thing on the part of J.K. Rowling. She's very good at making people feel things about her characters. Same with Scott Westerfeld. I just reviewed his series, the Uglies series, and oh my god, did the main character drive me insane. I couldn't with her. But it invoked an emotion. And that's what characters are supposed to do. Your characters are supposed to make you feel mad or happy or make you want to cry your eyes out. That's what you want to do first. But then there's the problem of your characters have to be different people. Your characters aren't the same people, just like you're not clones of your friends. You're not just friends with a whole bunch of you. You might have some similar stances and similar attributes, and if you've spent a really, really long time with each other, you might know each other very well, and maybe you've picked up on each other's tics. I say like a lot because my best friend says like every 5 seconds. You don't see it a lot in these videos because I cut them out, but let me tell you, if you hear me in real life, I just say like and all the time. People are different and they have tics and quirks and habits that differentiate them from other people. And that's normal, and that's what people should be like. If we were all the same, that'd be weird. So maybe if they've known each other forever, they could have similar ways of talking. Sure, why not? But they still have something different in the way that they talk, in their cadence. You need to take all this kind of stuff into consideration when you're making a character. Think about your friends, or maybe if you don't have a lot of friends, think about different characters in books. Your friends are not the same. You all still hang around each other, but there are things about your friends that annoy you. There are things about your friends that you don't agree with. Different passions, different interests, different ways of speaking, different stances on public issues, on politics, on whatever. And I think maybe if you're really, really bad at this, like I am, think of a movie character, think of a book character, think of some of your friends and assign one of your friends' personalities to a character. And that sounds really unoriginal and that sounds kind of horrible, but as you edit and as you write more, that character will take on their own voice. But just to get you started, if you're like really, really bad at character voice, think of people that you actually know, or movies. Just their characters are so great. How do they do it? What do they do that makes me like them so much? Think about that kind of stuff. My 2 main characters have known each other forever, and they speak kind of similarly. Like, my best friend and I kind of speak in a similar way. Not all the time, of course. I stutter a lot more than she does. I have more trouble collecting my thoughts than she does, I think. And my characters sound pretty similar, so my supporting characters now have to sound different. And so I didn't know who to choose. Movie character, who I kind of like the way she talks, that's how she talks now. And that has evolved a little bit. It's shaped into itself where, oh, I didn't like how that character was like this in this one place, so I changed it. But pay attention to your friends' quirks when they speak. Pay attention to book characters' quirks when they speak. Pay attention to different habits they have, pulling their hair, straightening their hair, things like that. These are all things that could help you diversify your characters, not in the sense that we need diverse books diversified, but like just make them different. Also make sure that your characters are different in this we need diverse books sense, where like your characters should not all be white, I don't think, because that's not how the world is. Unless it's taking place in rich white kid town like my town, which is 86% white people. Which is not a bad thing necessarily, that's just where we live. But we don't have much diversity. That's a fact of where I live, and that's fine. This video is a mess. Alright, I'm gonna go right now and try to make sure that my character's sound is different as possible. Bye!